Hello, 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 everyone. I'm Kelly Lee Sappenfield. How are you today? Today, we're going to talk about the number 444 and our angels. So, my question is, are you asking your angels for help? Are you paying attention to the signs? Like when you see the number 444 over and over and over and over again, or any number code, or you're seeing the same maybe animal that keeps appearing, or you see that little sparkle out of the corner of your eye. Are you paying attention to your angels? I'm Kelly Lee Sappenfield, fifth generation metaphysician, soul evolution coach, speaker, and author. And let's talk about paying attention to what our angels are telling us because they're in constant communication. The key is for us to listen because we get so busy, even if we're staying at home during a pandemic, we still get so busy that we tend to not listen. And so that's why I'm starting today's broadcast at 444, because 444 says, hey, the angels are with you. They're there. They're guiding you. Pay attention, listen, engage. They have your back. You are protected, right? So when we ask our angels to help heal us, to help pave the way for us, to help inspire us, to help introduce us maybe to the right next person on our journey. Whatever it is, they're always there. You have all the angels at your beck and call all the time. And you have your specific guardian angel, which is a second degree mystic on the other side of the veil. So you have these people, these beings at your beck and call. Are you listening to them and are you using them? Or do you every once in a while occasionally think, oh, yeah, I keep seeing this number over and over again. So, oh, yeah, they're there. But you're not in constant communication. So when you see like 111 over and over and over again, you're like, oh, yes, thank you. It's a message. But at the same time, the next day, it's like, you're not in communication with your angels. You're not noticing the signs they're giving you. You're not asking them for direction. You're not asking them for help. You're not saying thank you for all that they're doing. So I want you to really start paying attention to your angels. Everything from your guardian angel all the way up to the archangels. If you need some serious help with healing or cord cutting, call an Archangel Michael. If you just need maybe some help along your pathway for the next right person, you don't have to call in a specific angel. You can just say, hey, show me the right path. Show me the signs. Let me see the signs. And then you have to actually pay attention. And that's where most of us fall flat because we get busy. So we're not paying attention. I had one person when I put on my personal Facebook page that I was getting ready to go live, they were like, oh my gosh, I've been seeing 444 all over the place. Okay, that's a message. That's the angel saying, hello, we're here, pay attention. It's kind of like this one person asked me one time, when do I know it's you, just my girlfriend? And when is it the woo woo you? And I'm thinking there's not two me's. I'm not a duality. I'm just all the same person, right? You get the woo woo with me, whether I'm your personal friend or you're a client or I'm meeting you for the first time. It doesn't matter. There is no separation. And so the next time she's like, well, next time you're getting an intuitive hit, make sure you let me know. So we were in the middle of a convention center at a trade show. And I start literally jumping up and down, doing the jumping jacks, woo woo moment, woo woo moment. I embarrassed the GBs out of her. And she's like, why did you do that? And I was like, well, you said to make sure you knew, so I wanted to make sure you couldn't ignore me. And she's like, I can't believe you did that. The thing is, do you need someone jumping up and down in the middle of a convention center on a trade floor yelling, hey, it's a woo-woo moment. Your angels are talking to you. Pay attention. Or when you see their signs, you know they're there. Like I said, sometimes they're little glimmers around your peripheral vision. And sometimes you may see a streak of a color. Or sometimes you may just have this knowing feeling that they're there with you. And it's okay just to say, hi, thanks for letting me know you're around. Love you too. Because they vibrate their love to you at all times. So if you're feeling down, just say, hey, angels, can I feel a little bit of extra love right now? I could use it. You know, maybe you're going through a hard time. Maybe, unfortunately, with COVID, you've had a loss or someone really close to you that you're really worried about. I don't know about you, but I am several times during the day saying, okay, angels, guides, peeps, the divine, go and heal my son. Make him healed. Get this COVID out of his body completely. No residual effects, right? You can do the same thing. You can send your angels and everyone's, because they're everyone's angels, to your loved ones to help them. So not only can you accept the help, but you can put them to work like I do with my son who's fighting COVID right now, saying, hello, get over there, get busy, get him healed. And we only accept complete healing, right? So really pay attention. Just like when I decided, because I normally go live at 4:30, I decided I'm going live at 4:44 today, Central Standard Time. And I put it in. And someone responded and said, oh my gosh, I've been seeing 444 everywhere. That is a message. That's me intuitively getting the hit that someone needed to make sure they heard 444. And if you don't know what something means, Google it. Because most things are out there on Google. It's the world we live in. It's a heck of a lot easier than when I was a kid and you had to go to the card catalog at the local library to try to find something, only to realize the book that you actually needed was checked out, so you couldn't get the information. Google never closes. Google's never checked out. So the information's there at your fingertips. Whether it is an animal that keeps showing up, a feather. Angels leave us feathers all the time. So what's the feather color? Google it. What does it mean? The number, even if it's not three identical numbers, let's say it's 8236. Google it. You'll find the message. I guarantee it. And if you have an angel message that you don't understand, then ask for the interpretation. But more than likely, if you're not quite getting what the message is, if you do a meditation and you go up in a contemplative meditation and you ask, okay, I saw this message. I'm acknowledging I saw the sign. Can you help me explain the message? Can you help me explain what my right next step is? Can you help me explain what it is I actually need to know? I got the sign, but I need some clarity. And there's nothing wrong with saying, I need some clarity, especially if you're facing one of those forks in the road. Because in our human side, when we're facing those forks in the road, we have the pros and the cons, right? For either or all directions, right? And so we're sitting there and we're saying, okay, I got this message, but it could work in this way on this side. It could also work in this way on this side. And so I'm not real sure which side they're trying to show me. And the message could be, it's the same for either side. Or the message, if you go up and ask for clarification, they'll show you the clarification then that will let you know which side they're talking about. But usually most forks in the road, you're going to end up at the same endpoint. It's the path you're going to take to that endpoint that's going to differ. And that's why we're presented with those forks in the road, because the forks in the road is our free will to choose the path. And I'll talk about the difference between fate and free will in a future live. But let me know in the comments, or if you've ever had an issue where you didn't know what the angels were saying. Or maybe you're just learning to communicate with your angels and you have a question. If you do, let me know in the comments. But stop and think about, okay, why am I needing to talk to my angels? And if I'm getting a message and I'm getting, let's say, the 444, what does it pertain to? What have I been asking about? It's like in my newsletter today, I decided, oh, I'll just have fun and I'll pull out each of my Oracle card decks and I'll draw a card from each deck for the collective that gets my newsletter and send those cards out for my weekly newsletter. And just as there is no coincidence on how the angels work with everything else, the two cards I drew perfectly meshed, even though they were from two completely different decks. So think about what areas in your life have you been really asking for help on. So when you get those messages, it's not this overall message, it's pointed directly to what you're seeking help with. So listen to your angels. They're not going to steer you wrong. I promise you that. And when you get those little messages, whether it's comes in any way, shape, or form that you may not realize, take them. And also know that the angels do walk among us. Sometimes a person will appear and then they disappear and you can't find them. But they were only there to give you a specific message. The angels will do what they need to do to help you to your highest potential. But you have to be the co-creator. You have to be paying attention. You have to listen. And in this day and age, it may include Googling. You know, it's just like when you have a dream and we're in that dream state and we're communicating between our subconscious, our conscious, and our higher conscious with our guides and angels. Sometimes you wake up and you're like, okay, what in the world did that dream mean? What do? You Google it. It's the same thing with the angels. Use every single advantage you have, use every single opportunity you have, use every single tool that you have to bring your communication level to its highest potential. Just like when we were kids in school, we learned grammar in stages. Well, we learned to grow our communication with our angels and guides in stages. And the more you actively practice it, the better you get at it. Until one day you've got it down and you're pretty good at it. Now, it doesn't mean you become an angel communicator. It may, But it also may just be that you're working with them to really nail your life, to really manifest things in your life, and to make your life go as smoothly as humanly possible. And I say that specifically in that way because we are humans. We're having a human experience. And so there's going to be the polarity of the positive and negative. But when we're working with our angels and we're listening, there's a heck of a lot more positive than there is negative. I hope this helped. I hope that you start really paying attention to those signs. And you know what? They use anything and everything. So if you're not needing an ambulance, but all of a sudden you hear sirens really loudly going off, guess what? That's a sign. Pay attention, right? So I hope you pay attention here. I hope you communicate and you grow your communication skills with your angels and guides. And I want you to know that you are always protected. They always have your back, and that they only show you the greatest amount of love divinely possible. And they're there for you to call on them at any time, 24/7, 365 days a year. So get close to your angels, get to know them, and work with them. Actively work with them. It makes a huge difference. I guarantee it. Okay, until next time, expect miracles. Bye-bye.